Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I got off work and I decided, you know what, I'm ready to sit down and have a Chattin' with Alana episode because I have got some stuff to tell you guys that has happened to me and I've had a heck of a week. So I am still working on this shawl. I love this shawl. The color of this yarn is just, I love it. But so go ahead and grab your guys' projects, and or you can clean house while you're watching, or do chores, whatever. I know I do read the comments, and I have seen off the top of my head, I think her name's Lisa. Maybe, I think it's Lisa. Always comments. She says, "I'm watching you on the big screen," and I think she says on her TV or something like that. So, hi Lisa. Lisa's my mom's name. Anyway, sidetrack. So, get your drink too. Some snacks if you want to. I have my cup of coffee sitting over there. Hold on just a second. I gotta... I all of a sudden don't remember my pattern. Right? Double chain 3? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Sorry about that. I find it really hard to talk and crochet at the same time. Anyway, but so yeah, I have no idea if this is going to be a long one, but I have got something to show you guys that I am so excited and happy and proud of myself that I have come up with, but I'll show you that in a little bit. First, I have to tell you guys a story, and then I'm going to show you something else. But anyway, so get ready. Get your guys' stuff together. Alright, so the other day, I was cleaning house. I have a 2-story house. I have an upstairs and a downstairs, okay? So I was upstairs and I was cleaning, and I thought, well, I need to take some laundry downstairs. But I'm the type of person that I'm not going to make a trip downstairs for one thing. So I'm not just going to carry laundry downstairs, turn around, come back upstairs just to turn around and do something else again. So I thought, well, I'll wait until, I've got something else that I need to do. And for those of you that don't know, I've been, getting stuff ready for like the last week for vacation, my family's vacation. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to take laundry down, I'll go ahead and take Jalen, my daughter, her suitcase down. So I have, you guys are going to think this is funny, but I have a pair of flip-flops or sandals that I thought about, I thought about packing to take to vacation. And I thought, since I'm going to be walking around the house all day cleaning, why don't I just wear them all day and, see if they hurts my feet or not. Because I haven't worn them that much. So I had these flip-flops on, and I had a little bit of laundry in my hand, and it was just like shirt, pair of pants or something like that. It wasn't too much. And then I had Jalen's suitcase. Well, Jalen's suitcase, this is like, a week-long trip suitcase, not like a weekender bag or a check-in, or like, you would check in on a carry-on on an airplane. It's a big suitcase. So I have that in my hand, and I'm coming down the stairs, and we have like 14 stairs, I think, and I am like 5 stairs from the bottom, and I remember plain as day going down. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming I tripped on my shoes and I'm a clumsy person anyway. I can trip over a pebble and I fall. So I think I tripped over my shoes that I was wearing, my own feet, and then I had Jalen's suitcase in my hand, so I couldn't let go to stop myself. I could have, but I just didn't. And I remember as I'm let me pause that story because I have to tell you guys, I am the type of person, I cannot help it. If I see somebody fall or, you know, trip or something, I giggle. I instantly giggle, and I can't help it. But so I'm giggling at myself. But I remember as I'm coming down, going like this, I went, and I'm sorry if this offends anyone, I was like, oh shit. And here I come down, and it was 5 steps, because after, you know, everything I looked, it was 5 steps. And I was like this through the air. I don't know what happened to my body, but the next thing I know, I'm on top of my daughter's suitcase. It collapsed in, and I wasn't screaming or I wasn't yelling, but I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was saying God though. You know, I don't normally do that, but I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I was holding my knee. I hurt a couple other places, but my knee, I was so scared because we're getting ready to go on vacation, and I don't want to go on vacation with, I didn't want to say this at the time, a broken knee. But I was, oh man, it hurt so bad. I was laying on the floor. My husband come running. My daughter jumped off the couch, and she told me later, she was, Mom, all I saw was the suitcase splat. And then she said, I saw you splat on top of the suitcase. But anyway, and my husband come running. He grabbed the suitcase out from underneath me, and he's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? What happened? What were you doing? Does this hurt? What is this hurting? And I'm laying there, and I'm rolling back and forth, and I'm holding my knee, and I'm like, oh my God, it hurts. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. And he keeps asking me these questions, and I stop and I look at him, and I said, I love you, but shut up. Stop asking me questions. Please stop. Just stop. You know, and I'm rolling around, and he just got quiet. And later I told him, I was like, I'm sorry, but you're badgering me with the 21 questions right then. I was like, stop. Because I'm struggling not to cry. My knee hurts, and I don't want to think that what happened, you know, was going to happen. And he's like, it's okay, honey, I know. So finally the pain started to subside, and I was like, and I kind of wiggled myself onto my stomach and pushed myself up and sat on my butt, and I was like, oh honey, my knee hurts really bad. And I got up, they helped me up, and I went and sat down at the table, and I pulled my pants up, and my knee is just a huge burn. I don't know, from the carpet, the wall, the suit, I have no idea what I hit my knee on. But it felt like, so like, let's pretend like this is my kneecap, and then like this is my, you know, like this is my leg. It felt like my kneecap went this way and my leg went this way, and it just stretched really bad right there. And you know, I got up, and I kind of wobbled around, and I didn't walk on it, but I was like, oh man, that hurt. And then my daughter's like, Mom, look at your arm. And I looked at my arm, and I've got this huge burn on my elbow, and I don't know, yeah, you can see there's a line all the way back on my arm. It's got, like, this happened a couple days ago, so it's healing up pretty good. And this muscle is just, it's sore. And then the same on this side, but I don't think I have a bruise or anything on this side. But I busted my wrist right there and right here, and there's my elbow. I have no idea what happened, what I hit that on. And my knee actually looks really good. You can kind of see it's bruised pretty good still, but oh man. So finally, you know, I got up, and me being me, I'm like, I've still got this to do, I've got this to do, I got this to do, I can't, you know, just baby my knee, I've got to walk around. So I get up, and I'm wobbling around, and I'm cleaning this, and I'm cleaning that, and then finally I'm like, I've got to sit down, my knee is killing me. And I put ice on it, and the next day I didn't baby it. You know, I'm like, I can't baby this knee is not that bad, it's not that bad, I can't have a bad knee for vacation. And I didn't baby it. I'd iced it a little bit, and then I'd get up, and I'd start you know, putting a little bit more weight on it, a little bit more weight on it, a little bit more weight on it, and finally, knock on wood, it's okay. So like this was Friday, and today is it today Tuesday? It's Tuesday evening. And like I said, I haven't been babying it. I've been, you know, putting weight on it. And I think what I did, I don't think I sprang it. I think I just stretched the crap out of the stuff on the inside. Because you know, I can walk on it fine. It doesn't hurt. Occasionally, occasionally down this side will kind of sting a bit. But that's it. And then like if I squat down, whew, that hurts. Other than that, it's perfectly fine. So I told my husband, I'm like, we are good. Vacation is a go. We are gonna go, and it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna walk everywhere. But so thankfully, that's all I have. You know, like I said, I'm bruised up, but I'm tough. I was so scared. I broke that knee, and I thought, how are we gonna do that? Like, that was the first thing that went through my mind. How are my girls gonna have vacation with me having a bad knee? But that's how my mind works. So, and then my husband, he looks at Jalen and he says, next time bring your own suitcase down. And Jalen goes, I didn't even know she had it out. And I told him, I was like, she didn't even know I was bringing it down. I was literally, it was one of those things. I was like, well, heck, I'm going to do this and do this. And so, yeah. But I'm all good. That's actually probably the third time I fell down. That's actually like the third time I fell down those stairs. Which I know it's not funny, and I cannot help it. I'm the type of person, if I see someone fall or if I fall, I'm instantly laughing. Besides this time, that hurt. But afterwards, after, you know, we calmed down and we assured that I was okay, my daughter just starts busting out laughing, and she's like, Mom. I said, what? She goes, I was sitting on the couch and all sorry, she's like, all I saw was I heard the sound, and she said, all I saw was my suitcase go like this, boom. And she said that all of a sudden I saw you splat right on top of the suitcase. And I started laughing, and she's dying laughing. And she's like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I don't mean to laugh at you. And I said, Jalen, I know. You're exactly like me. It's not funny, but we cannot help but laugh. I mean, for instance, one time I watched my husband. He was telling me a story about he saw somebody kick their leg up and they fell. I don't know what it was. Well, when he was telling me the story, he was playing out the action. And so like, this is him. And he's like, and they went like this, and he kicked his leg out like this, and when he did, he kicked his leg out too far, and this leg came out with it. And he landed on his butt, sorry. And oh, I just collapsed to the floor, dying laughing. And he was so mad at me. We had just gotten together, so, and I through my tears, and through my tears of laughter, and through me laughing, I was explaining to him, I'm not laughing because you fell on your butt and you got hurt. I'm laughing because you fell. He still doesn't understand it. But anyway, so yeah, that's like the third time I fell down those stairs. The first time I did it, I was carrying a clothes hamper. I was carrying a clothes hamper down the stairs and I tripped. But this time I think I fell like only like 2-3 stairs, and I landed on top of the clothes basket, so I didn't even get hurt. It scared me. And of course, Jalen and Emma, they're both sitting down at the bottom of the stairs, you know, right where the staircase ends, and they saw it all. And was laughing and I rolled off the clothes basket laughing, so I was okay that time. And then the other time, I don't even think, I think like my foot came out from under me and I landed on my butt and just like slid down 2 or 3 stairs, but that kind of hurt my butt a little bit, but I was fine. I am a very clumsy person. I trip all the time. I wish I had a pair of shoes in here to show you guys. Like, even like walk into Walmart through the parking lot, I'll be walking along and just trip out of nowhere. It's like the tip of my, the tip of my shoe, I get caught on the pavement, so it skids across the pavement, so the tips of my shoes are all scuffed up because I always trip. We were in Michigan, and it was I think it was winter. Yeah, it was winter because so it was winter outside, and we were walking down the road, and I don't know why I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I wasn't even. I told Emma and Jalen later, I said the thought never even crossed my mind to watch for eyes. I was just walking and talking at the same time. And I took a step and my foot just went whoop right out from underneath me, and I fell and landed on my butt. And of course, people were driving by and saw. And Emma, she was right behind me, and she grabbed me and helped me get up. And she's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm laughing, dying laughing. And Matt's like, "Are you okay, honey?" And he's like grabbing me, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And Jalen, it was funny because here's Matt and Jalen, and they're, Matt and Emma, sorry. They're helping me up, and I'm just like, "Ow, that hurt," laughing. My butt hurts, laughing. And they're, "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" And then behind Matt, a couple of steps away from us, is Jalen, just bent over laughing and laughing. And Matt turned and looked at her, and he's like, "I cannot believe you are laughing like that at your mom." And I was like, "Really? Really? By now you have not learned?" We cannot help it. It just happens. We just laugh. But yeah, so I always trip and fall. Anyway. So thankfully, cross my fingers, I am okay. It hurt like crazy. I think if it wasn't for Jalen's suitcase, it probably would have been a lot worse. But I don't know what I got my leg caught on, if I hit it on the wall. I don't know what happened, but ooh, man, my knee. So, I know you guys are probably like, "I can't believe she's laughing like that," but are any of you guys like that? The type of person that you can't help it. I mean, it's I don't want to laugh because I know I feel bad because the person that I'm laughing at that fell, it probably hurt and they're embarrassed and this and that, but my body's like instant reaction is to laugh. Are you guys like that? Oh geez, I've got it stuck in my mind. Anyway, man, I hope I'm doing this right. I don't know why this doesn't feel right. But other than that, I just heard something. I don't know what it was. It almost sounded like a squirrel went running across the roof of the house. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna tell you guys. Hold on just a second. I feel like I got something stuck in my throat, which is probably some of this homespun, since I keep putting the stitch marker in my mouth. Right? Yeah. So I have been doing a lot of pre-recording and busting my butt with tutorials so you guys can have content while I'm gone. And then when I get back, I thought about, you know, like showing you guys what we did and where we went and all that. And the reason I'm not right now is because my husband asked me, you know, not to say that on the internet when we're going to be gone or what we're going to be doing and this and that. So, and I respect him, you know, asking me. So I'm like, yeah. But on the other hand, I'm like, really, honey, nobody's, yeah. So, but I thought about, you know, like showing you guys everything that we did and, but we'll see. Anyway, the reason I'm saying that is because I had been working on this table runner, and it's called the Argyle stitch. And I finally got it done, got the tutorial ready. It's all uploaded, ready to go. And I had said in another video that I was going to figure out how to make this stitch a shawl, because I absolutely love the way this came out. So I have the table runner right here, and I love how this stitch came out. Oh, you can't even see it now. But I put fringe on the end, which I don't know. If it would have came out the length that I wanted it to, I probably would be a little happier with the fringe on it. But since I'm a dippy and got the wrong thread, didn't have time to get what I needed, and just went with the length I have, it looks, I don't know. I would like it better if the fringe kind of hung off my table, but that's okay. Anyway, so I finally sat down and I worked and worked and worked, trying to figure out how to turn that into a shawl. You guys, it was a nightmare, but I've done it, I think. I'm like 90% sure. I'm not fully done yet, but it's coming out the way I want it to. So what I did, let me go just get this back out and show you. Throw this over my shoulder. So what I did, I want to hold it like this so you guys can see the stitch pattern. Yeah, that really works great with my shirt. But what you see are, you know, the holes that makes the little argyle, and then we have shells right here. So what I was thinking was that, okay, so this is going to be something that I'm going to need in a V shape, right? Because that's, you know, the shawl is in the V shape. So I'm like, well, I can't have the chain spaces be the V shape, you know, what you would repeat to get the V shape, right? Because it's just going to look weird. It's going to, the chain spaces are going to be distorted by increasing in the V stitch. Or not V stitch, in the V shape. Which I don't know if that makes sense, but I tried. It doesn't work. So I thought, okay, then what's going to need to be in the V shape are the shells. So what I did was, in my mind, I pictured a shell at the very beginning, a V stitch on, or I mean, not a, why do I keep saying that? Chain space on top of that. So then we would have one shell for row 1, row 2, shell, the beginning of our argyle, so this little chain space, shell, and then your increase, which is just double, right? So then I was like, all right, I've got that figured out. So then the next row would have to still increase, but finish the well, not finish, but like the next chain space for the argyle, shell. And then the next row, finish I about said V-stitch again. Finish the, you know, the chain space, so we would close it right here. I'm holding this upside down, for Pete's sake, really? There, that's okay. So we would close the top of the argyle, and then we just, the shell would be the rest, right? But we'd still need to add more. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, this probably does not make any sense to you, but in my mind, I saw in my head what I'm trying to do. Getting it from here to a piece of paper to here was a nightmare. And I literally, I wanted to quit. I wanted to throw everything. I wanted to throw in the towel and just be like, you know what, I'm done. I'll do this later. And then I'd walk away and I'd come back and I'd say, no, I can do this. And I want to show you guys. This is, so before I go on, this is my designing notepad. This is my rough draft pattern notepad. This is full of all kinds, well, I just saw a magazine. I kept this in here because I wanted to do a magazine flip through, but now I don't even see it. I don't know. Anyway, it's full of, oh, there it is. I forgot about that. It's full of designs that I've come up with, things that I've tried that didn't work, things, there's a crochet colon I made my, I crocheted for my gastroenterologist. Anyway, so these may be patterns that worked out, these may be patterns that didn't work out, you know, scribbles, just all kinds of junk is in here. I mean, like, just all kinds of junk. And I had this whole pattern written out over one, so let me show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, and it didn't work. So I scribbled it all out, redid everything, rewrote the pattern, and it finally came out. So I want to show you what I've come up with, and then I want to ask you guys something, because I get a little aggravated with this, but oh, can you see it? If I put it on my arm, there is the argyle. Oh, there we go. That looked perfect. Ta-da! So you can see what I meant by so we start with this shell, then we start our first argyle, but we still increase, work the argyle again, increase, and then close the argyle. So without intentionally working it this way, the shells create these little boxes everywhere. That's just how it lays when you work into the, oh no, I tossed my table runner over. When you work into, you know, you're closing off the argyle. So I finally got that figured out, but the way it's turning out is kind of aggravating to me. I like a shawl that, so if I hold it up to me, that makes the V shape in a nice V shape. So it's, you know, it's that, well, right here, I've got it right here in my lap. So like this, see how it has that nice sharp, you know, I don't know how I'm trying to explain what I want to say, dang it. It's in a V shape that's like this. So it's like boom, boom, right? But this is, oops, is more wider. See what I mean? Like it's more like this, where I would rather have it like that. And it's bugging me that it's coming out this wide. So like, I want this to be big, right? So by the time I get this to the size that I want it to be, it's gonna be 7 feet long, you know, 7 feet this way, and then like 3 feet this way. So that is aggravating me a bit, but I don't want to go back over this and try to figure out how to make it not do that. Oh, that. I mean, I guess I could block it when I'm done, but it's still So like if I stretch it around, it's still that way longer, you know, across the top than it is the V part. Does that bug you guys? I mean, I don't know. Ugh. Anyway, so I am very proud of that. I worked my butt off trying to figure that out, but I was super excited to show you guys because, like I said, it was a nightmare trying to get that the way I wanted it to, and I was so disappointed and I wanted to give up, and then I finally did it. It is not as easy as you think sometimes, designing something from your head. Or even like, you know what you want to do, you know how to do it, but I get confused and then I write it down and then I get confused with what I wrote down. Anyway, but so there, I wanted to show you that, and then I have a bookmark. Where was I? Oh, a bookmark pattern tutorial coming out for you guys. I like it. It's a cross stitch cross. So it's like you skip a stitch, double crochet, and then come back and double crochet in the one you skipped, so it comes out like a cross. But I thought it was cute. It was something that I came up with quick, and I made several of them for the tutorial, and a lot of them are the size 10 crochet thread and a 1.75 millimeter crochet hook, and then I made one, like in the tutorial, I have learned it is not easy to do a tutorial with crochet thread, so sometimes it's just easier to just, what I ended up using was a DK 3-weight cotton yarn and a 3.75 millimeter hook, and I was like, you know what, you could make it that size and put it in a picture frame, and then you could hang it on the wall or you could gift it to someone. So I went and I couldn't find it. I went downstairs trying to find a picture frame, and I couldn't find one. So finally I grabbed a picture off the girls' wall and put that cross in a picture frame. And I want to tell you guys, being a YouTuber, I guess is what you could call it, say that I do, or a content creator, one of the hardest things that I find, well, I say one of the hardest things, I'm going to say there's like 2 or 3 harder things, but this is one of them, about doing a video, is the thumbnail. The thumbnail picture is the biggest pain in the ugh. And the reason I'm saying this is because when you guys see the tutorial for the crochet cross bookmark or wall decor, I could not get a picture right with the bookmarks and the picture frame, and I tried, and finally I'm just like, you know what, I am so sick of this, and I made a thumbnail, and I'm like, people get it or they don't get it. I'm done. I am sick of this. But I'm telling you, coming up with a thumbnail picture, it's not okay. So it's not the actual coming up with the picture. Like, the picture is easy to take. It's that you have to have it a certain size, and if you don't take it that size, you can try to crop it or edit the picture. It's never going to work. So you can either redesign everything the way you had it set up for your thumbnail, so you can see everything in the thumbnail, or try to finagle. Churchy laid on my church. Really, you? Ugh. So I have everything plugged into an extension cord. Okay. So I have my phone, my light. It's all plugged into this extension cord. This extension cord, if you touch it, quits working. And Churchy is down here, and he plopped on top of it, and it shut off. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, thumbnail pictures. So you could get lucky and YouTube suggest a decent thumbnail picture, which that's what I do on a lot of like the Chattin with Alana videos, or the magazine flip throughs, or you know, things like that. Oh, excuse me. You can get lucky and YouTube will pick out a good thumbnail and then you can just use that. But other than that, for a tutorial, oh man, that is the biggest pain in the butt. Because you think you've gotten a good picture, and then you go to upload it to YouTube, and YouTube instantly, the picture has to be this size. Well, you can't resize that because you took it set up for this size. You can't. It's hard to explain, but for those of you that are content creators and you try to take a thumbnail picture, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So anyway, the whole reason I said that was because when the tutorial comes out, which it may already be out by the time you see this, I have no idea. I'm just doing a bunch of pre-recording so I can go to vacation, have no worries, come home from vacation, have no worries, and everything be ready on YouTube, and I don't have to worry about it, right? Anywho, I'm rambling on. The reason I'm saying all this is because when you see that thumbnail, it's going to look a little weird, but it was the only way I could figure out how to get the picture frame and the crosses in the one picture. It's almost you need to take a class to learn how to take good thumbnail pictures. But anyway, so that's going to be coming out, and then when I get like a week after I get home from vacation, I still have plenty of videos ready to go. So then the week when I get home, or after I get home, is probably going to be the Argyle Shawl tutorial, and then I'll show you guys, pictures and stuff of everything that we did on vacation, and then I still have to finish the dumpling dolls, the cupcake corner dumpling dolls. I still have to finish showing you guys those, and then do a like a showcase showing you all of them that I've done, all 24 that I've done, and then go from there. I do still plan on taking the Barbie canopy bed set that I ordered off of Etsy, that someone had that they hadn't finished yet, and I decided to buy it and finish it for them, or finish it for me. I do still plan on taking that because I want to get that done so I can move on to another personal crochet items, because I haven't had time to do any, first of all, and second of all, I don't like to start something when I haven't finished something. So yeah, I want to get that done so I can move on to other projects that I want to do for me, and then show you guys. But that's pretty much it for me today. I'm just about done with this skein. I have a whole other skein for this shawl, and then I plan on selling this whole set on Etsy. And I do want to say thank you guys that bought stuff from me already to help cover my daughter's truck repair expense. Thankfully we got it back, and it only ended up costing like $1,000, $1,500 maybe to do. And I know that, I'm sorry I can't remember your name. I know you were asking like what they did, and exactly what they did. I don't really know. I tried asking my husband, and he's if it's not farm equipment, he has no idea. So he's like, I don't know, I did this, and we haven't gotten a bill yet because the guy doesn't, the guy's waiting because my Subaru is there, and it's getting fixed too, but he hasn't gotten to it yet because we told him, you know, we're going on about, I can't explain exactly because I can't tell you guys, you know, where we're going, what we're doing, when we're going, but we told him to wait on it because we won't be here. I'll say that. And then he's putting both on one itemized bill and going from there. But anyway, I feel like I can just keep rambling and rambling. But I will, you know, tell you what exactly was done. And then she got it home and she went to work, and she came home and my husband found a Ford, what is it? It's a Ford F-150 side step. So like the bed of the truck at the front of the bed has that little dent or wherever it's at, I don't know. Not dent, but like the indent for like a side step so you can step on the side of it and then get into the bed of the truck. And an older man owned it, and it was super cheap, low miles. And my husband's like, I told my husband, I said, this is perfect for Jalen, because Jalen is the tomboy. She wants to go fishing, she wants to go, you know, running around at the beach and hunting and this and that, right? So that truck suits her perfectly. And then so we got it for her, and knock on wood, what got fixed was the only issue that we had with it. And then she got it, you know, once the truck got home and she went to work, she came home and she's like, Mom, I can't get my back door to open. I was like, what? She goes, it will not open. So like there must be a cable, I don't know. And I'm just like, are you serious? Well then, not too long ago, she went to work and she came home and she was just drenched in sweat. And I was like, what is the matter? She goes, my air conditioner quit. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Your air conditioner isn't working? So I tell my husband. Well, the next morning he goes out there and he starts up the truck and he looks at it and he comes inside and he's like, honey, her air conditioner's fine. It's like, what are you talking about? He's like, she had it on panel and didn't have it on max air. So you remember, like, you know, the older trucks or older vehicles, you just turn that dial and you would turn it to air, max air, panel, or something else. I don't remember exactly what it was. Well, that's what she has. So that's what she had done, was turn it to panel and didn't put it on max air. So I was like, thank you. But anyway, everything is going good. And I just finished the second skein. I don't know what to do, if I should add another skein. I'm sorry I keep going like this, but this yarn, just like the threads fly everywhere. And it's like, of course, it goes right to my nose. Alright. So I am going to get off here. I feel like I've just rambled and rambled and rambled. I guess, I don't know what I'm going to go do. Go clean, go cook, go do laundry, go do something. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys did while you listened to me. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hugs and bye.